Holy cow. Look at this thing.
Wow.
I love this life with you.
I'm moving my tax home, let me tell you. So we're taking a little detour to go see Shoshone Falls. We hear that it's the Niagara Falls of the West. So we're really excited. The windy drive down has already been beautiful. We got to see some roadside waterfalls, and we're seeing and feeling the mist all the way up the mountain. And we can see it on our car. We can hear the waterfall. We can see glimpses of it, and it looks huge. We've never been to Niagara Falls, but we hear this fall from top to bottom is actually further than Niagara Falls. So these are actually a taller fall. And it's massive. This is crazy.
Massive. Wow, the rumble of the water is so cool. And then like it's just so much water.
And we're pretty far away right now, and we're like feeling the water and mist on us.
Yeah. This is crazy.
You were pretty smart to wear your rain jacket.
I think I see some kayakers headed for the falls.
So cool. One of the best waterfalls we've seen ever in our travels.
Ever?
I think ever. This might be #1 waterfall for me. Name a better one. I mean, the only thing that can compete to the magnitude of it would be after our avalanche trail hike in Glacier National Park, and we got to see 3 or 4 waterfalls going down into Avalanche Lake. And that was just the magnitude of it. But this is pretty spectacular. A lot of water coming down.
I think the magnitude is amazing, but the ones in Glacier, there's like the 3-lake trail or something.
Where we saw all those waterfalls,
consecutively and got in them. That was more fun.
Yeah, well that was a lot of fun. This is like magnitude, this is way bigger than those.
Yeah.
But those were just like boom, boom, boom,
yeah.
Beauty. They do say it's like $5 for a carload, but no one was working, so they didn't charge us. But remember that, about $5 for a carload, which isn't bad, it's totally worth it.
And May 14th through the 31st, there is a light show on the waterfalls after dark.
It feels like it's raining, but it's just the wind shifting and then all the water from the waterfalls misting us. Time to hop in the Subaru.
Can I just say, before we even get out and see this amazing valley that's happening over here, which I already know is gonna be amazing, I love Twin Falls. If there's a contract here, we're taking it because it's the cutest town ever. It's got all the shops you need. Shopping, easy, but it is so cute. There's like voluptuous trees everywhere. The lawns are all like manicured and green and perfectly cut. And then there's neighborhoods, like normal neighborhoods that I'm used to. But then some people just have like cows in their backyard. I saw goats and I saw cows. People just have them in their backyards right next to these really nice neighborhoods that are being put up, but the houses that have the goats and the cows are really nice too. It's just so cute. It's like a small town that has boomed into a town that has everything you could ever want, and it's beautiful.
Yeah, travel contract, we definitely would take, but I'm thinking, is there a home for sale?
Is that really what you're thinking?
Yeah.
You really liked it as much as I did?
Yes, it's crazy. You can tell it's boomed because there's a lot more new construction.
Yeah.
And the new construction, the homes are beautiful.
They're gorgeous.
Even obviously there's some like high cost homes you can tell, but even the smaller homes are really cute too and really well done. I don't know, there must be some contractor or designer around here because all of them kind of have this modern kind of chic look, and it's just really beautiful. And then of course we've gotten into kind of the more stores part. It is a nice place.
This town is awesome. Like
We're moving. Okay, good. Twin Falls, welcome. Joint Movement DPTs are permanent residents. I'm moving my tax home, let me tell you. Tell them what you're seeing.
It is like, okay, there's the river and the ravine. There's a huge, crazy drop off. But then down in the valley, right by the river, is just this like gorgeous manicured lawn because there's a golf course down there. It's just like beautiful. It's crazy.
Then you have this gorgeous bridge on the other side, and it's just really breathtaking. And to think of the architecture to span such a big gap across the Snake River is really cool.
I cannot, like, my mind is exploding right now. I'm speechless. This whole place is so beautiful and so cute. It's like perfect. Mom and Dad, you want to move to Twin Falls?
If Twin Falls couldn't get any better, we just found out that this is the place where Evel Knievel jumped over the Snake River back in 1974, that big televised event. Megan and I weren't alive then, but we've seen some YouTube videos of it, and I did not realize that that happened here. Very windy, it's very cold.
It's very cold.
We're gonna head back to the car and probably go find our camp spot, most likely at night, like we usually do.
Yeah.
So we will see you all tomorrow.
Good morning, everybody! You didn't laugh.
I was smirking.
Good morning. We are at our camp spot in Idaho. We're in Idaho, yeah? Yeah. Close to Twin Falls, which we fell in love with yesterday. It's gorgeous. Still haven't gotten to look at houses yet because there's no service here. But that was totally my plan, to get on Zillow last night and be like, what could I buy? Anyway, we are at this really, really, really cute, awesome camp spot. You found it on freecampsites.net?
Freecampsites.net.
Freecampsites.net. I don't know where we are, but we're down in like this canyon that's like a little reminiscent of Zion, except on a way smaller scale and not Red Rock.
We're real close to Balanced
Rock.
I think it's called Balanced Rock Park Campground.
But we came in late last night, so it was dark, and then this morning we got to wake up to the beautiful views. We're like in a little canyon, and there's a sweet, calm little river right next to our campsite. We are going to enjoy our morning, get a little coffee and some breakfast, and then hit the road. I think we could push real hard and get all of our travels done today, but we've got the time to break it up into 2 days, so we might have 2 more days of travel.
When you're trying to find camp places, sometimes it's hit or miss, but when you hit one, it's pretty amazing. So a lot of people don't like camping, and I would urge them just to try again, because a lot of times it's because you're in the wrong camp spot. But when you find a good one, you're kind of like, this is why people enjoy camping. Because we could just sit out here all day. That's how enjoyable it is. And yes, if some of you guys are wondering, we are hiking in our camp Crocs. They're kind of hiking Crocs now. And yesterday they were biking Crocs. They're kind of our everyday shoe. So just up the road from our camp spot is Balanced Rock, really a sight to see. It's just a little pull off on the road, and you see this amazing rock formation, and I do not know how it's up there. You better get out here quick because it's gonna fall soon is the way it looks. Just from reading the sign, we found out that it's 48 feet high, 40 foot wide, but then at the base, what's kind of holding it up there is only 3 foot by 17 inches. So that's a huge difference, and you can definitely tell just from the road here. There are some hiking trails that you can use to go up there and get a closer look, but we're just gonna view it from the road as we need to get back on the road, heading on to our next travel therapy contract. But this was really cool. I'm glad we came up to here, only a mile away from where we camped. We are checking out of our hotel. We went ahead and got a hotel last night because as we were coming into our camp spot, it was raining pretty good on us. And so we didn't want to be cooped up in the little 2-person rooftop tent trying to get computer work done before heading out today. This is the last leg of our trip. I think it's like the 5th day of travel. We got about 4 to 5 more hours to get to our spot and then get settled in. And so we're really excited to not have to drive anymore. We've been driving for a lot. If you count going from Wisconsin back to Missouri to see our family, that was 9 hours. And then the 31 hours to get out to where we're gonna be for our next travel contract and season 4. That's 40 hours of driving. We've put in a full work week for sure. We're so excited to start season 4 and reveal where we're at for season 4. In the meantime, I'm gonna throw it over to our future selves as we talk about season 3 and what we loved about northern Wisconsin. Hello guys, and welcome into the
Real
future,
time.
really. Yeah, real time. So we've actually been here at our new travel therapy contract location for probably about a month now.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a little crazy, not ideal at first, but we've gotten to see a lot. We've gotten to see a new national park, so there's going to be a lot of fun things in season 4.
Yes, but today what we want to do is just review and recap a little bit of season 3 when we were in Wisconsin. We always like to do this at the end of each season to take a little time to really look back and see what we got to do and give you guys our best recommendations for the place we were at in case you're looking to go.
Yes, so I think one of our favorite things we did in Wisconsin was visit the little town right on Lake Superior, Bayfield, Wisconsin.
Yes, we really enjoyed visiting this town. It's super cute, it has a lot of charm, and we even enjoyed our time while we were there in between their spring and summer season. So not even everything was open, and we still loved it. We got to browse a couple bookstores. We stayed in this amazing historic mansion bed and breakfast, and I think that was one of the coolest parts of the whole experience.
Yeah, the Rittenhouse Inn, the little bed and breakfast we stayed at, had so much history and character. It just really made for a pleasant weekend. And then we also were there right when it started snowing, so it was like this winter wonderland one morning when we woke up.
Yeah, it was magical. So we definitely recommend going to Bayfield, Wisconsin. We hear that in the summer it is just teeming with orchards full of fruit, and you can go kind of on this orchard loop and just pick as much fruit as you want, which just sounds so cute and like a perfect summer day.
So that was our favorite experience, but we also wanted to compile a list of Northwoods must-dos. And I think some of the must-dos would be going to a fish fry, which they have all the time.
Yes, there's so many lakes and so many fish up in this region that a fish fry is no longer reserved for just Fridays. They've got it 24/7.
The other thing would be find the best cheese curds. And so we tried cheese curds at about every restaurant you could think of while in Wisconsin, kind of picking which ones we liked, which ones we didn't like. And the funny thing is that our favorite cheese curds was from the local Mexican restaurant.
Yeah, it's messed up, we know. There's probably better Wisconsin cheese curds out there. We were only there for 8 weeks, But man, that Mexican restaurant got it right.
They had some great cheese curds. And then our last must-do up in the North Woods is simply get on the water, because there is so much water around. There is tons of lakes, tons of ponds. You can go boating, you can go fishing, you can take your kayaks out, stand up paddle boards, just get out on the water, because there's plenty of lakes to go explore.
So because we were only in Wisconsin for 8 weeks and we were there between winter and summer, there wasn't as much to do as normal. So a few things we wish we got to do was ice fishing. So we just missed ice fishing season, and that just seemed like a brand new activity to us. It was so foreign to see people taking their snowmobiles out on the lakes, or driving out on the lakes, or fishing out on the lakes, and that would have been really unique.
Yeah, we really only got that very first weekend when we were moving into the lake cabin that we got to see people out on the ice-covered lakes. And then after that we hit a warm spell and that season was over, and so it would be really fun to try it once.
It also would have been fun to actually catch fish on a fishing trip.
Yeah, on our fishing trip when my dad came up and we were going walleye fishing, and we just did not do very well, but it was still a really great time. But it would have been fun to catch fish instead of just fish for fish.
And again, that's because we were in the really early season. They really hadn't hit their stride in the summer or in this warmer spring yet, so we just missed the timing.
Another thing we wish we would have been able to do was go to the glass bottom boat shipwreck tours, which they do up in Lake Superior, real close to Pictured Rocks, and it's just like it sounds. So they have this boat with a glass bottom, and you actually get to ride over these shipwrecks that you can see down in the water. And we thought that would have been so much fun.
Yes. And then in addition to that, we would have loved to take a charter through the Pictured Rocks, because the views from the bluff were amazing, so I can't imagine what the views would have been like from the water.
And then moving on to our least favorite thing about this contract, or of season 3, and that would just be that we got there to Wisconsin kind of in their in-between seasons, like we've mentioned. So winter was going out, but spring hadn't quite arrived there. The winter sports like snowmobiling, skiing, snowboarding, that stuff was already done, but none of the fun spring and summer stuff had really opened up or started up. And so we wish we would have been there right during their summer, or maybe even in their winter.
And this was actually the shortest contract we've ever taken, and we really weren't sure how we would feel about such a short contract when we're used to 6 months at one place. And I think work-wise, it went really well for us. We jumped right in, acclimated to everything, and I think that went really well, and we would take a short contract again. The downer was just that we didn't get to explore as much as we normally do.
So thank you all for following along in our journey in season 3, and we hope you tag along and come over into season 4 with us, as there will be new adventures, new fun times, new stresses. But we like to try to present that all for you guys, especially if you're interested in doing what we do, which is travel physical therapy, or just travel therapy.
Thank you so much for being here. Join along for the premiere of season 4. And until next time,
See ya.